Hello, my name is Sasha Farbach, and you're watching World Talks, where every word matters. A recent arms deal between Russia and Iran has many in the world worried. As the two nations continue deepening their military ties, what will this mean for the Middle East and wider power balance in the world? Given Russian losses in Ukraine, can Moscow even be relied upon to deliver? Let's discuss it all now with my guest, Marcin Krzyżanowski, former Polish consul to Afghanistan and an expert on Iran. Hello, Marcin. Thanks again for joining us today.
Hello. Thank you for the invitation. It's always a pleasure.
Let's begin with this immediate deal, this arms deal. I mean, perhaps not so much a surprise, but what do you make of it? What's your first reaction? Is this really going to change the balance of power in the Middle East?
Maybe not immediately, but by the long shot, it will influence the balance of power in the Middle East. Iran is well known for its drone and ballistic missile capabilities, and with arms deals with Russia, especially in the field of anti-aircraft system and jet fighters and combat helicopters, the Iranian potential will significantly grow, especially if we consider that Iran is a kind of specialist in the field of so-called reverse engineering. So the influence over the regional balance of power is not relied only on those weapons which it is or will be soon delivered by Russians, but it will also rely on the chance of the knowledge, technologies, and know-how given to Iran by Moscow. Iran is able to absorb new weapon systems as Su jets and S-400 anti-aircraft system, but it will take quite of time to adapt it to into the Iranian military. But as I said, Iran is ready to start the process. I mean, the process started a few months ago, because the initial training of the rumors about the training of Iranian pilots in Russia were heard a few months ago, and now the whole issue is materializing. Mm-hmm. And besides of that, we have to remember that Russia also transferred to Iran Western weapon systems captured in Ukraine.
As these type of cooperations and as this format continues to grow closer and closer together with Russia and Iran, there will come a point that Israel will react on this, that it will take preemptive strikes?
I don't think so. The preemptive, direct preemptive strike, because we are not saying about sabotage or undercover special operation. If we are talking about preemptive strike, I mean the airstrike, official, let's call it official airstrike, would force Iran to respond harshly. And I don't think Israel will, at the moment, take a risk of Iranian response, especially if you consider the internal problems in Israel. But that's true. Iran will, with each month, will be better prepared to defend itself against any kind of preemptive strike. As I said, the technological gap between Iran and Israel and other U.S. allies in the Middle East will be much smaller than used to be. So that technological advance, which was crucial in all scenarios of conflict with Iran, will be not as important as it used to be.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند